What's up guys? Today we'll be checking out Ambulance on 4K Blu-ray. Now this isn't a review on how good or bad the movie is, I'm just going to share some of my thoughts on the audio and the video quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 6 and 8K. It's got a 4K DI, it's rated R, runtime is 136 minutes, and the aspect ratio is 239:1, so there are black letterbox bars, and the audio is in Dolby ATMOS. Now if you don't know what the ATMOS viewer is or where to get it, I'll leave a link that tells all about it down below in this video's description. Jumping into the ATMOS viewer, you can see that this is a dynamically active ATMOS mix. Here in Chapter 4 is basically Bay's homage to the Heat shootout. You'll hear bullets echoing down the street in the right surround channel and feel every gunshot kick through your subwoofers. In Chapter 14, there's choppers that fly overhead and swing down to the lower channels while the music thumps in the background. During some quieter moments, such as in Chapter 12, there's still active usage through all available speakers. It's both ominous music and little effects like the tires hitting the bumps in the road, so there's some great nuance in this mix to go along with all the crazy action. Along with the crazy action comes crazy bass. Like I said earlier, every gunshot you'll feel rip right through your body, and the explosion in Chapter 15, along with the following shootout, will give your subs a hefty workout. If you're new to the channel and you're into new movies and audio and video gear and want to see more content like this, be sure to tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. For video quality, as you might expect, seeing as this movie was shot in 6 and 8K, it is one of the crispiest movies I've seen this year. You could take just about any shot and see that it's full of fine detail. Edges are razor sharp with very tight, clean lines and definition. On close-ups, you'll make out every single pore and count every single strand of hair on the character's head, and backgrounds and clothing have tons of textural refinement. There's some aerial drone shots that can be somewhat softer, but overall, this is a real 4K goodness. As for the HDR, if you're familiar with Michael Bay's visual aesthetic, you'll get a lot of blown-out highlights and overcooked contrast. The color palette in this really lends itself to the type of HDR vividness and brightness a lot of folks want when they think about HDR. Explosions get eye-blindingly bright, and specular highlights are all over the place. You've got sunlight, reflective surfaces, and lens flares that really pop. The black levels are super deep, which adds a lot of extra depth and dimension to the image. And like I said, it can seem to crush detail at times, and highlights can look overly cooked, but this is all done by choice. So for video quality, I'm gonna have to go with a 9.8. It's a reference quality disc. It's 4K crispy, and the HDR will make any display shine with vivid colors and eye-searing highlights. If you need to show off that new 4K display, then this movie needs to be in your collection. Be forewarned, if you do get motion sickness, all those drone shots might be the death of you. For audio, I'm gonna go with a 9.9. It's demo-worthy from start to finish. Bass response can get scary at times and really deserves a multi-sub setup. Movement and sound effect panning is spot on, and it's got that big blockbuster action movie soundstage that you want from an action flick. As a whole, this is a must-own 4K disc or Kaleidoscope purchase if you've got a home theater system that's got any kind of chops. It's an audio-video treat for the senses. So those are my thoughts on Ambulance on 4K. Have you guys seen it, and do you think it's one of Michael Bay's finest? Leave a comment down below and let us know. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content and great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video.